Don't talk about it, be about it. So, story time. Here we go. Now, one of the big questions I get most asked frequently is, why do you train so hard and why do you not take rest days? And one of the biggest answers, and I could give you a million ones. I could talk about how I like being in good shape, how I'm chasing my greatest potential, how I want to live forever. But two of the big ones that I'm going to talk about today are, I want to inspire my children. I want to lead by example, because it is monkey see, monkey do. And the other one is, I want to be fucking ready for anything. That whatever is thrown at me in life, I am able to handle it. Whatever my children want to do, I am there and capable of doing that. So, this weekend, it's the Easter long weekend, right? And we went to the Easter show. Now, if you're not from Sydney, New South Wales, or Australia, it's this massive event that celebrates a lot of the rural culture. So there's animals, there's horses, there's cows, there's chickens, pigs, all the farm animals, all that kind of stuff. They show, it's where dogs and cats compete for prizes, birds, whole things. They have food stalls, they have market stalls, they have parades, they have rides. It's fucking massive. Anyway, so we go every year, and the kids love it. They fucking love it. They love the animals, they love the food, they love going on the rides, they love all this kind of stuff. But it is a huge, huge day, because we walk all over. We go to see all the things, we go to see all the events, and I don't know how truly accurate it is, but according to my Aura ring, we walked about 12 Ks during the day, right? Which would seem about right, considering we were there for 7 odd hours. Now, there are two components of this that is part of why I live the way I live. One, my kids walked a large majority of that. We took a pram, but they didn't want to be in it. They were too G'd up. They were too psyched to be there, and they wanted to see everything. So they ran, and they walked, and they did all that kind of stuff. Nearly the whole way. But understandably, towards the end, it's been a big freaking day. They're knackered, and now they want to be carried. And these are the moments. You talk about weighted walk, I am fucking training for this shit. Daily, I am training for this shit. So I put my daughter and my son, they took turns on my shoulders and carried them. My wife took turns carrying them. This is what we are prepared for. This is what we are ready for. So we probably carried them for a couple of Ks during that time as they got knackered. And it's in these moments where my son looks up to me and he's like, "Daddy, I'm tired. Will you carry me?" It's not a question in my mind. There is no question whether I can handle it. There's no question if it's possible. I don't have to say, "No, Daddy's not capable." Yeah, we had a pram, but it was full of stuff, for one. And two, he didn't want that. He was tired. He wanted love. He wanted to feel connected. So we fucking carried him. And it's in these moments that I know I'm doing the right shit. That I am prepared for this. So that shit doesn't faze me. If anything, it was lighter than what I'm used to. It was easy. Train so hard that life is easy. And that was the point. That it was fantastic. He felt loved. He had a great time. He gave me cuddles. We had this connection, and I didn't have to question for a single second whether I was able to do that. And I witnessed other parents and I witnessed other people who came with us, and they were not capable of this. There was zero chance that this was happening. And this is what we're training for. I'm training to be able to handle these moments. I'm training so hard that life is easy. That if they want to do things, we can do things. We went on rides. And I know for a fact that other people didn't go on the rides because they were not capable of it. We went on this giant slide and you just hiked your ass up this, 50-degree incline. And it was great. My kids had the best fucking time. These kinds of things. I want to be able to do whatever they want, whenever they want, at any point. And as they get older, as they get bigger, as they get fitter and stronger, and they want to enter sports, same thing. I want to be able to handle anything that they throw at me. I want to be able to handle anything life throws at me. I never want to sit on the sidelines because I made different choices. I took the easy route during the regular season, and when it came to prime time, when it came to playoff, when it came to the big fucking moments, I had to sit on the bench because I wasn't ready. That's what this is about. That's the point of this. That's why I train so hard, because I never want to miss an opportunity because I didn't do the work earlier. That's the fucking point. And I cannot fathom it any other way. I cannot fathom why you wouldn't want to be the best version of yourself. Like, what the fuck's the point of life if you were just trudging through it, if you were just existing through it? What's the point? You want to go out and you want to live your best life. And I'm not saying it's going to turn around on a dime. I'm not saying that it's going to happen overnight. No, it's going to take consistency. It's going to take effort. It's going to take focus. It's going to take time. You didn't end up in this position overnight. You therefore can't reverse it overnight. You have to do the work and just trust the process. But you will get there. And that might mean multiple areas of your life have to change, but I can promise you it will not fucking start to change in the other areas until you change your physical capacity first. You, the human being, this physical manifestation that you are existing in, is the thing that allows everything else to happen. So if you don't look after this, you are limiting what will happen in the rest of your life. You have to sort this out first, and everything else in your life will get better. You'll have more energy, you'll have more drive, you'll have more discipline, you'll have more focus, you'll have more commitment. You'll have the ability to show up better. And call it woo-woo, call it whatever the fuck you want, but the world will respond better to you the better shape you're in. It just does. And you can call that woo-woo, or you can look at the facts of, like, people who are in better shape earn more money, get more promotions, have better relationships. These kinds of things. Obviously, there are exceptions to the rules, but that's a general thing. It's the same as being taller or more attractive. You can't fucking control those things, but you can control how fat you are. You can fucking control that part. Let's take some actions on that now to do that. The second component of this, as I said, is monkey see, monkey do. I train so hard so that my kids grow up thinking that this is normal. That being in great fucking shape is normal. That being able to do those things is normal. My daughter asked why that little girl's dad wasn't taking her on the rides. Because he couldn't. It's a flat out fucking answer. He couldn't. He looked at the size of the things, and granted, I will grant him this one. It was a fucking squeeze for me to get into some of those things. But he absolutely physically couldn't. I figured it the fuck out. We've spoken about agency before, but it's this kind of thing that allows you to do it. But more than this, so we don't really believe in show bags, but their grandfather came with them, and as all grandparents do, he spoiled the crap out of them, and he bought them some show bags. My son wanted a SWAT show bag. Now, I couldn't understand why he really wanted it, like, to be honest, but, you know, boys apparently like guns and all this kind of stuff, and so that's what he wanted. But the other side of it didn't come into fruition until the next day, and I take them on my weighted walk with me sometimes. I load them into the pram, I still chuck on the weight vest, and I push the pram, and he goes, "Hang on, Dad, I've got to get my weight vest." And I'm like, "Your weight vest? What are you talking about?" And so the SWAT one came with this like little smock thing that says SWAT, but it looks a hell of a lot like my weight vest. And so he was fucking chuffed. So he puts on his little weight vest, and he's got this little ankylosaurus pull along thing, which he calls his dog, and off we go. So here he is, just like Daddy. He's got his dog, he's got his weight vest, and we're going for a walk. Monkey see, monkey do. That's one that I'd never thought I'd see. That's one that I hadn't actually thought through. But here he was like, I just want to be like Daddy. We go for a weighted walk every day. We chuck on our weight vest and we go for a weighted walk because we are fit people. And he just turned to me, and when I asked him about it, he's like, I just want to be like you, Daddy. What you are, who you are, the actions that you take matter so much more than the words you speak, the things you tell them. Don't talk about it, be about it. Live the fucking life that you want your children to live. Inspire them to be the greatest version of themselves. This is how we do this. This is how we push into being the best version of ourselves. That we have to undertake these things, that we must do hard things, that we must demonstrate health, fitness, grit, determination, discipline, consistency. We must live and embody these things. These are skills that I had to learn as an adult. These are things that I had to develop. They are skills that I wasn't born with. I didn't embody them from my parents. I had to develop them and learn them. And that's not something I want my children to go through. I want them to go through life thinking that this is fucking normal. That you show up and you give effort and you achieve great fucking things in life. That you show up and you're in great fucking shape. That you work out and you eat healthy, and that's just life. It's not some fad diet. It's not something that's uncomfortable. It's not something that's a punishment. It just is. End of story. And that's how it should be. And that's the life lessons that I'm trying to impart on them. And I'm not going to do that by telling them, by showing them, by shoving it down their throats and then behind their backs, stuffing my fat face. No, I have to be about it. I have to embody it. And they have to learn that that's just who we are. That is the greatest gift I could ever give my children. So every day I get up, I'm thinking about that. This isn't about me, it's about them. It's about leading by example. It's about showing up as the best version of myself. It's about chasing my potential so that they just think that's normal. It comes back to that one I've spoken about many times, that at some point, your children who will figure you the fuck out. Not as daddy, not as a parent, but as a man. And on that day, when they figure you the fuck out, I pray for you, for me, for them, that you are the man that they think you are. That you are the man that they grew up believing you could be. Because there is nothing more heartbreaking than realizing that your father is not the man you thought he was. That your father isn't this great man. You need to be that man. You need to live the life that they believe you are. Be the hero that they deserve. Step up and lead your best life. Live a life so great that when you tell them that they can do anything, that they can be anything, that they can achieve anything, they believe you because you fucking did it. It's not some bullshit cockamamie story that you tell them and then you go away living your pathetic excuse of a life. No, you went out and lived your greatest life. You went out and lived your best fucking life and you pursued it and you went after it and you chased your dreams so that they will have the opportunity to chase theirs. So they will have the belief that it is actually possible. That, my friend, is what this is about. So, if you are ready to become the greatest version of yourself, if you are ready to step into the man you know you are meant to be, click the link in my bio. Let's get you into chasing greatness daily. Let's begin with the foundational principles of health and fitness. Let's start there. Let's get it in motion. Let's build the momentum and then progress from there into the most incredible results that you could ever imagine. So if you're ready to step the fuck up, to be the hero in their story that they deserve, click the link in my bio. And until then,